Hey guys, it's Josh, American Gnome broadcast, American Gnome. Wow, I still can't get used to it. It's my own name. By the way, yeah, I had to do some editing of some of my videos today. Anyway, yeah, I was saying. Josh, American Gnome Productions, and we're gonna do some more of the Ascent tonight. I usually I like to beat games, especially when I'm into them, and I get really into the story and the campaign, and it keeps me involved, and it helps that the art in this game is top notch, music is top notch, the gunplay is top notch. I mean, it's really nice. It's pretty deep on the upgrade system, both on your character and in the weapons. You can get augmentations and mods for your whole character. You can customize just about everything about it, your character. But even more, like the missions are pretty entertaining and difficult. Not difficult, challenging. Anyway, guys, one second. I've got to make some coffee. I've got to. Coffee is on. Try to get rid of these yawns, and I guess while we're getting ready, Get yourself something to drink, something to eat, something to smoke, and Aussie's tradition. The dabbing will commence. If any of my buddies are out there watching this, perhaps, what's up, Gary? What's up, Sean? What's up, Norman? What's up, Chan? What's up, John? What's up, Kat? My favorite person in the world. I know you don't, or you're not watching this, but maybe this goes out to the ether to you. But I love you, and I hope you're having at least a comfortable evening. Or no, it's 1 o'clock. She might be at work, so I hope you're having a good day at work. Any of my friends that might be catching this and watching it, if I missed, hi, how you doing? Hope everything's okay. I may have to look into getting an Instagram account because I had a customer today, and he asked about. He was like, I do all my work on Instagram, and he gave me his Instagram, and I was like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't really do a whole lot of social media. For instance, I'm not on Twitter, but I may have to get on Instagram, and it might help, because I've got, I want to do some stuff for my shop. Some of you might know, or maybe you don't, maybe most of you. I work at a smoke shop, and I like it. It's a good job. I'm happy there. It pays the bills, which is all anyone can. You know what I'm saying? If you have a roof over your head and you have food and you're comfortable, I mean, okay. Everything else is motherfucking gravy on top, and it's what you use with it, with the extra. This whole venture that I'm doing, and my gaming group, I have a fucking session tomorrow. See if maybe record this one. It would. I'm not sure if it's going to be the finale, or it depends on how far we get. I don't. Place where our host's house. He's got a whole family and a schedule and everything, and we got to be respectful and accommodating of him as much as he is accommodating of us. So. We don't have a whole bunch of time, is what it boils down to. And especially for a tabletop. But we're gonna make it work. Maybe I can move things along. I do have an idea generally of what I'm going to do when in this session. I have some options of escalation for the story. It's my first run, so I don't really know how to like be evil. And you know, one second. Coffee smells good. You know, I would totally accept fucking Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider again. Especially now after he's got some of these crazy fucking films under his belt. And I give him like the right piece of fucking Ghost Rider material. Back to the tabletop. I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna listen through the scenario again. I usually listen to Seth Swarkowski. I'll put up a link in the description. There's a lot of things I gotta work out with YouTube. I just found out, for instance, that you can, if you have like a copyright issue, instead of having to go in and manually take it out yourself, you can go to the copyright claim and click on it, and it'll give you options for that, and you can choose to snip out that whole clip, mute the sound altogether for that part of the video, or mute that specific song in the video. It's only in beta, but that's really fucking useful because I'm not gifted at editing yet, and I'm still learning a lot of stuff. Like if you haven't noticed, I've got the Discord stuff up here, and you know, like it's you know, my chat's like newborn, so like there's not a whole lot of activity outside of a couple of my friends, but it's up there. I'm learning. I'm getting their plugins for OBS all over the place, and new options are getting thrown at me all the time. Some of it's a little bit frightening, but I'm flexible. You know, learning is something that, you know, learning new stuff is a skill that you must maintain, like every other fucking muscle that you want to develop. And as you can see, I'm a fat fuck, so the muscles up here gotta stay flexible. Anyway, so yeah, there was an interesting tidbit I picked up, so to help me deal with copyright issues, because I like a raw recording. Just you know, like it's one thing if when I get into scripted stuff, and that shit scares me too. Like really sitting down to write scripts for videos. It doesn't scare me. I've done stuff like that, you know. That's I can get around that. But there's so many people out there that do essays on the stuff that I'm interested in. That's why I watch these people. And there's so many good essays out there. I mean, eventually, like I do have something that I want to do. Anyway, point is, I'm learning. It's this is a really nice for me, like even this, like the whole setup in front of me, this is a platform. You know, even if you don't use YouTube, like, or you like go through some other, like, you know, like this is cool. I like being able to talk to you guys. I even if it's just a couple people, but if I can like bring some light to some games that don't get as much cover, I don't, you know, like I assume the Ascent is still a fairly indie game, but it's got some good coverage, but I don't see it talked about a lot, and I really like it, and I've been itching for some hardcore cyberpunk for a while, and this really scratches that itch. On that note, let me go get my coffee. Coffee. I need my motherfucking coffee. You know, it's interesting. I'm 43, so I've been here since 1980. I haven't seen all the computers, but I've seen most of the computers. I've seen most of the computers. I remember having an Apple II computer and playing games on that. I remember Commodore 64. I remember Atari. My first computer was, I believe, yeah, because we went from the Apple II to the 386. That was my first encounter with Doom. That was my first encounter with Wolfenstein 3D. It was my first encounter with DOS. Because of course, Apple II like just was disk drive. So if you wanted to do something, you just put the fucking thing in and followed the prompts. But a 386, I remember like I remember having I must have done a lot of stuff on that 386. Because I remember having path names written out for all my stuff. Yeah, I did a lot on that computer. It wasn't anywhere near programming, but like having the check, all those addresses, kind of felt like being a programmer. But I also remember my first Windows computer. The first one in my home. Packard Bell Windows 95 system. Pentium 150 megahertz. Something like that. I don't know how much memory it had on it. It was enough. It was enough for me to run a lot of games for a few years until my first computer personally, I believe, was a Micron. and that was a really good computer. And then it was a Dell. Both of those computers were top of the line at their time. I was never interested in fucking in skimping on, like, if I was gonna pay for it, or my grandmother was gonna pay for it, it was gonna be a good computer, because I remember when we had the Packard Bell, and I went to me and my grandmother, we had these were all bought on base. She worked for the Army at the time. We went to the base exchange, and I got a brand. No, it wasn't the base exchange. I went to. It was a computer store in the mall, I believe. It may have been a KB Toys. It may have been one of those computer outlets as well that would have been in the store. But I remember it was a Diamond, and this was before they'd like all conglomerate into eventually being NVIDIA. But Diamond it was a Diamond Stealth, I believe. And I went to put it I pulled the Packard Bell apart, and it was late one night, and I remember it was like, it was a big thing. I was ready to go in. I studied all the like instructions online and everything. I was ready to go, and I go and put the card in, and the motherfucker didn't register one bit. And so I pulled the motherfucker out, and I was confused and distressed, and I went online, found out that there was a jumper that you had to turn off. And I wish I had maybe been able to switch off the jumper myself. And maybe I could have, but they told me that I was going to have to send that shit, send it in the mail to get that motherfucker turned off, and then have to pay the shipping to bring it back. And, that sat there for a little while. Like, I wasn't too happy with that, and I think that's where my Micron first came from. Because I wanted a decent system, and again, I'm not entirely sure what came with my Micron, but it was really nice. And man, times were fucking sweet when that came along. That was the first, my first taste of modern gaming. And don't get me wrong, really the first taste of modern gaming for me was Diablo. Like, absolutely, that was my first love, and that was on dial-up. That was great. Okay, so things were weird in my house. We lived upstairs, and my grandmother's daughter and her husband Carl and their kids lived downstairs. So at night, I'd have to come out of my room, sneak down the motherfucking hall, come across the living room into the computer room to get to my computer. And while I was doing that, I had to do it ninja style, with a phone cord in my hand, running it along underneath like all the furniture and everything, to make sure that fucking my grandmother didn't see that I was up at 3 in the fucking morning playing Diablo or whatever the fuck I was doing. Might have been watching porn, might have been on message boards, because that was a thing at the fucking time, where like that's where you found all your stuff. If you wanted games and movies and smut and anything else that you could possibly fucking think of, like it was the Wild West, man. And message boards been around for, I think it was the 60s, what DARPANET was doing their thing, and that's what the internet was actually fucking based for. It was for fucking nerds to fucking sell weed and fucking tell jokes to each other and fucking, basically what we do now. Its original intended purpose is what it is now. Like, that was message boards, and that was fucking great. It used to be a message board program, CQ chat or something, something like that, like way back in the day, and yeah, wild motherfucking west, bro. I can't stress enough how fucking woolly things were back then. Anything was possible. And when I got my Micron, that's when I found. That's also when we first got high-speed internet too. Yeah. All right. So I lived in PG County in Fort Washington, Maryland. It was a suburb of Oxon Hill, and it was I'm not adopted. I'm a ward of the state, and my grandmother got custody of me from my dad because they were friends from back in the day. And my grandmother got custody of me, and she lived in a well-off neighborhood in West Talon. Judges and lawyers and doctors. I remember in my teen years there was a pharmaceutical fucking rep that lived across the street from me. Had a motherfucking like. It was like a 16-foot fucking aquarium in his wall. Like this guy, like it was incredible. That was right around the time that like that was the new crop of homeowners that were coming in. They had kids because the neighborhood was getting real fucking like long in the tooth anyway, it was a really nice neighborhood, and because of that, we were one of the test beds for Comcast. Yes. And my friends, the high-speed internet was flowing fast and furious. It was great. Like, it was snappy. When you downloaded movies, I was getting movies in like sometimes minutes, but definitely much faster than normal, and that was pretty cool. So gaming was like real gaming was possible for me, and especially in these days when like you can still get whatever you want now, but it was crazy. So anything you wanted at the time was there. If you wanted anime, oh god, the anime. There's a program called SoulSeek. That was a chef's kiss to the guys that came out with that. It was a chat community program that also allowed you to share your hard drives with the community that you were in. Like you would have like they were giant private chat rooms, depending on the kind of stuff that you were interested in. These are like the great grandparents of fucking modern social media. Everything was text based, but good lord, the access to, frankly, movies and games, well, not games, but movies, media files that you would never have been able to get at the time unless you had a lot of money. You'd be spending all your paychecks at Suncoast Video for these fucking anime. Like, Just good. Coffee, and I'm not yawning anymore. Let me see what's on the YouTubes. I see King the Conqueror. Yeah, he's about to make his Marvel. Well, I mean, not debut, but he's about to make his big push in the MCU. If you haven't read it or listened to it, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is absolutely brilliant and worth many reads. Roanoke Tales, The Dark and Deadly History of Lake Lanier. That sounds interesting. I'm going to listen to that while we're gaming. And since I've been here talking here for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and take a dab real quick before we go. But let me get into the game. All right, and we are live on Discord as well. So I believe we're going to see Kira. Yes, I need to go back to Cluster 13 and speak with Kira. You know, I would... I mean... I don't think you need a guide for this game. It's fairly intuitive, although my buddy Chan, it wasn't very clear to him about the upgrading and stuff like that. And I guess if you fly through the tutorial parts, that you might not catch all of it. It took me a minute to realize some stuff too, but everything is here in the codex. All of it. So if you want to learn about anything that you've come across in the game, it'll be up in here. So fairly excited and a little bit apprehensive about jumping in tomorrow's session, because I've got to escalate the situation, and not just for pacing reasons, but I have tools at my disposal, and really at this point I should be, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I have a plan for the most part, and anything else I'll improvise, because that's what I'm supposed to do as the keeper, is learn to improvise and on the fly. But I'm gonna have to start keeping notes, because if I start throwing stuff out in the gut, I'm gonna have to start remembering what I'm saying. Oh man, because people are paying attention. had burritos, and I believe I burned the fucking top of my I burned the top of my motherfucking mouth twice. Once this earlier today for lunch, because I work at a shop, so I have to eat on the fucking go half the time. So I'm always eating quickly. Doesn't happen often, but you know, it happens. And just now in some burritos. Yeah, I'm like every human on the planet, and I don't wait for food to cool down. What's the point of fucking having hot food if you're gonna let it cool down? I know that's facetious, but you know, yeah. It's like, it's scalding hot coffee, but you like you want hot coffee. I do. I want hot coffee. I don't like cold coffee. I really don't. I'll drink it. Like, it usually takes me a while to fucking go. Well, no, because my cup, and it's a Peanuts cup. Can you all see that? It's a Peanuts cup, courtesy of my favorite person in the world. It's a great cup. Keeps all my shit fucking really toasty. Even if I leave it outside, which I do a lot, it stays nice and warm. Oh, ¿por qué? Dios mío, ¿por qué? Nyats. I might have to reheat that. In fact, I know I'm gonna have to reheat that. I might as well just set that down and make sure I don't fucking singe my beard. It's been a long week. Been a complicated week. I gotta go see my mom tomorrow before I can do anything fun. Yeah. I know. I've got to set my friends up on. I mean, we all have Discord. Now, anyway. Yeah, I gotta. Because sometimes schedules don't quite match up. So I want to get some remote gaming going down. Since I have most of the material that I need here, and I can just like post things to people so that they can see what they're looking at. So how's everybody doing tonight? Everything okay? I believe there's a comet, a green comet that's supposed to be visible. I should. It's not usually. I don't think it's be visible till like 6 a.m. and I definitely won't be up at 6 a.m. Although, if I keep fucking talking and fucking around, I might be up till 6 a.m. What? I'm here with you guys for a reason, so take that dab, get ready to fucking do some work. No, it's work, because once I learn how to fucking because once I really learn how to make videos and fucking edit and do all the fucking fancy shit, the fucking graphics and the fucking sounds and the oh yeah, then that'll be more like production and more like this is work I have to get done. Alright. We are ready to boogie. I think I've got like 3 or 4 videos reprocessing right now because of song copyright issues. The last video I did in the club scene, there was a piece that I got copyrighted for. They haven't flagged me or anything. It's but that's where I learned that I could either clip the whole fucking thing out, mute that entire section of audio, or, and it's in beta, or you can attempt to mute that song only and keep the rest of the sounds, which is what I want in all of the videos. In fact, let's see if any of them are done, so I can. Okay, so I can take that one. So yeah, you see, you hover over the copyright, and let me just do that again so I can tell you about it. So like I go to one of my videos, like one of the Star Wars videos. You know what? Let's yeah, well, no, it's real easy. I don't want to mess with my settings on my video right now. So you hover over the word copyright, and it says see details, and you click on see details, and it'll give you a list of content that's identified in the video that's copyrighted. So, like for me, this song "Palpatine's Teachings" is from Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, which was a really good song. Like, it was a really good video. And they say it doesn't affect the channel, but I don't like being on I don't want to have anything fucking going wrong with my videos. So you can hover over whatever content you want to take out, and it will say actions, and you'll get a list of options. You can trim out the segment, replace the song, or mute the song. And I choose to mute the song. And you can choose to mute all sound when the song plays. Or you can mute the song only. And they say that it takes longer to process, and it might not work if the song is hard to remove, which I understand. But I'm gonna try anyway, because I'm playing the video game. I'm not trying to claim this as my content. I'm presenting it as is. This is informational for my viewers. If you want to play the game, here's a nice representation of what it is to play the game. All right. So, and while it's going through, while it's reprocessing, you can't do anything else on that particular video, and you can close the window. And then if there's anything else, which I do, I just found out I could do this, so I'm going through and you can choose more than one video to reprocess at a time. And I'm going to go see what else I can do. So that, yeah, there's one more left for that one. So let's go to this one and review. What is the immolation scene from Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. Mute it all. We don't have enough information about this song. Fine. Back to the channel content. I guess you're going to see some channel maintenance. Maybe it'll be helpful for anybody that's that operates a YouTube channel, especially if you're just starting out like me. Okay, I think, yes, I have one that's still crossing up there too. So it is going. All right. So it's okay, guys. All right. Enough fucking around. Oh, sorry. So, oh. Ooh. Why do you come after me? All I want to do is cyberpunk in peace. Give me the money. Ooh. Yeah, I like all the art down there. Like, a really good game. Look at that. All the way down from top to bottom, and then you can go and look. That's ridiculous. Look at that. That's so gorgeous.
Beware of augmentation.
Seedier parts of town. Shoulder block everyone.
Beware. Insurance fraud is a capital offense.
And yeah, I gotta go up and talk to the upgrade merchant too. And if you're ever in the main concourse, yeah, the guy to upgrade your gear, or your guns, I should say, is right here. This guy, right here. Right here. And you go to weapons. Yeah, I don't have the funds to upgrade mine past 8 right now. That's at Mark 8. But my right. Oh, it's at Mark 8 too. So let's go. Huh? What? There you go. There you go. Didn't. Aha! There it is. Yes. 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 Uh-huh. Now I is out. Let's see. Let's go to missing companions. Oh, so, okay, so they all require, or am I just out of funds altogether? Yes, I'm out of funds. The funds, are the, purple parts that you find out in the world when you defeat bosses. Oh, I need to be going this way. Yeah, don't do any of that. The girl is beautiful as she is. As I not to go in. Okay, listen to.
I'm Grateful Abbott, and oh boy, do I have a fee for you. Things got unusually rowdy in Corp Zone tonight when a brawl at the Dream World Club turned intensely lethal. The feed has learned that masses of murderous gangers were killed in a very uneven tussle. Before the survivors rapidly vacated the press, I gotta say I have a soft spot for the weak standing up against the strong. All the kudos to you, whoever you are. Things also got rather heated at the docks when a Centaur-Klein Corpinus suddenly exploded in a fiery conflagration. Representatives of Centaur-Klein has declined to comment on the accident. And with CorpSec on temporary leave, we shouldn't expect any investigation soon. I, for one, feel both happy and grateful that the blast didn't claim any victims.
Yeah, technically he's still alive.
Victims. The feed has learned of another 8-co factory collapse out in the squad. This makes for 7 8-co facilities going defunct in just a short while. No word yet of casualties, though it is estimated at least 300 Carlin indents and their Jackland supervisors were present when the building blew up. The cause seems to have been a faulty atmospheric unit unable to cope with the thickly crowded workspace. It's like I always say, we should treasure our lives, because we never know when we might lose them.
All right. He's always fun to listen to. All right, so I need to go up this way. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And yeah, nothing in there yet, right? Yeah.
There you are. That head you brought us held a few info gems beneath multiple layers of bullshit and surprisingly aggressive ice. The Ascent group contracted Onyx Void to smuggle prominent scientists and exotic materials from all over the sector onto Veles. All of it tied to a secret project. You must find those scientists. We dug out a potential lead from the head, a Sapiens female named Laura Lanier. The Ascent Group personnel files list her as a Class 3 HR manager, but her contact info has been irretrievably purged. She received the scientist from OV. Surveillance probe showed Lanier frequenting several establishments in Stim. Talk to the bartenders and regulars there and see if any of them know more of her current whereabouts. Find Lanier and you'll find the scientists. Questions? Keep us updated.
Stimtown has been cordoned off since the lockdown. I would suggest cohesively slaughtering the guards. But this could be counterproductive toward the overall mission imperative to keep a low profile.
Go here. So I have to overhear your little conversation with your foreign. No, I won't tell you how. But I can help you with Stimtown access. Come see me and we'll talk.
Uh-oh. I mean, it's kind of, I'm just an indent trying to get shit done for my fucking bosses.
Well,
Just do it.
My former handyman come fucking rock star. Oh, the sweet irony. Here you are, two-timing as a damn CGT operative for whatever mystery code that sly of foreign represents, and you can't even get into Stimtown for a stiff one. You've come a long way, but you still depend on me, huh? Well, you're in luck.
I mean, you asked me to come over here. You
over the loading bars expecting a delivery from me. They don't like to admit it, but most of the proprietors over there depend on my goodwill. Now, this delivery will be frowned upon if it was discovered, but it'll get you through the lockdown. I have an arrangement with a guard named Wharton. Let him know I sent you, and he'll let you through. Get the package delivered to Spice, and you'll have your access. And remember, you owe me. We'll just let that simmer for a while. Now get out of here before I lose my appetite, you...
Bounties. Yes. I am owed good on the bounties. But yeah, bounties can, you can turn bounties in at any bartender. This one might be a long one. I don't feel like the no, I'm just gonna I might cut it off in an hour and a half and start up a new one, just so I can keep the file sizes down.
Bro, you again. Just the guy I was looking for. So, the stuff you got me from our good friend out in the node. Shit is fan-fucking-tastic and all, but here's the thing. The puny little Carlins that have been coming in here. The ones all desperate to get pumped in that right quick. Well, I think their hearts have been starting to explode or some shit. Like, seriously, the stuff is too intense. They just can't handle it. So yeah, we need some lower grade stuff. Something the Carlins can handle as well. I mean, business is booming now, but why leave money on the table? I want to be able to service all of my clients, know what I mean? So, be a bro and do one more run for me with the newer, lighter grade roids? Perfect. I knew you'd be a sport. Here's the thing, though. Shit's been tight lately, and my guys had to move from the node to Stim Town. Thought it would be best to lay low next little bit. These days, no one gets in or out of that place without the proper say-so. So he figured that would be a good bet. Good place to ride out the shit. So yeah, bro. Assuming you can find a way on in there, go get my stuff from our boy. But let's you and me get these little guys all jacked up in no time flat. Heart attack not included this time.
Alrighty. Lower grade roids. Hack. Hack. Heading down to Stim Town. Okay. I kind of wish I could jump in this game, but
Low rank bounty detected. Act accordingly.
No entry. Steak was poo. Again? Fuck. I've made my fucking dues to him 10 times over already. Don't ever indebt yourself to a tacky lad. Oh well, come on through. And let that bastard know I've had enough of his favours. After this, we'll leave. I'm giving you permanent access, so I don't have to bother with your face again.
Nice.
Downtown access has been severely restricted to keep gangers out. Only select customers are allowed entry. How does it feel not to be select, Flash?
Side quests. Side quests everywhere.
You know, you really don't look like you belong here. Hey, wait a sec. Maybe you can help us out. So my babies have been getting all broken up here. Things being what they are and all. Some of my customers have been getting a little, shall we say, overeager. Parts getting all worn down real bad and, well, kind of fucked up, honestly. I usually get a shipment from Gregory in the nude, but, you know, state of the world and all, that just ain't happening right now. So yeah, can you hit up Gregory for the latest shipment? Go give me some brand new babies. I'll give you something real nice in return. Count on it.
Oh, I can already see I'm gonna have to clip this one. Fist. Nice. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, always fucking search your surroundings. Always.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in your way? I really should watch where I'm standing. What a terrible, terrible cycle. But at least I'm still alive. That's always something to be thankful for. I shouldn't burden you with my woes. Oh, how kind. My story is a terrible one. I'm Ivan. Yes, I was almost poisoned, you see. A most unfortunate mishap, but do not be alarmed. I still have my health, though I can't say the same for my poor Crystal. He drank the poison in my stead. Always hungry and thirsty was poor Crystal. He was a prized fighter in the Carnage Cage, too. A champ. I trained him myself. From when he was a vicious little mutie to the Kaiser first really should give me a new pup. It's the very least he can do after poisoning Crystal. But I was never good at confrontations. But you look like one for whom confrontations happen every day. To your advantage. Maybe if you asked Kaiser to replace Crystal for me, he might listen. After all, he's the one who tried to poison me in the first place, for not selling Crystal to him. He runs the Carnage Cage over in the Grinder. Don't hesitate to use all your powers of persuasion. My humble thanks.
Okay. As I say, side missions everywhere.
Entire establishment. I come here all the time. I'm a good customer. Best he's got. Listen, this is by far the most delicious soup I've had in my entire life. But he refuses to tell me the secret. We should. I'm sure that tight-fisted chef has the recipe lying around somewhere. My God, you look like you might care less about locked doors. Care to help a gourmet in need? Good. I happen to have a dynamic key card. All it needs is the loving touch of a demon water and it should get you inside. My mate Flamingo's got a brokerage operation set up in Cluster 13. He'll fix the card for me. Then give me the recipe.
Okay. So a bunch of those quests are in places that I can take a taxi to. So, oh, and taxi is T.
Ah, you again. My lucky day. Wait, what? The last shipment was too strong. Oh shit, I warned you, didn't I? Go easy, I said, didn't I? People never listen. Never, ever listen. Well, fine then. Here, try this cut batch instead. It's not nearly as potent as the last batch, but it will still do the job. In fact, might even be perfect for a guy like you. What's that? It's for the Carlins. Yeah, sure, man. Wherever you gotta tear yourself to sleep at night. Anyway, take this shit, get the fuck out of here. And remember, you don't know me, and I don't know you. And this never happened. I mean, I'm trying to go unnoticed here, you get me?
Yeah, I think for the once you get to a certain once you get to Mark 8, you're gonna have to you're wanting to use the rare components. But up until Mark 8, you'll be able to use the common components for upgrading your weapons. Armor you'll just find in the world or buy it from the shop. And a lot of it comes from just the open world.
Name your poison, friend. Well, looky here. Fool actually came through. Give him my thanks. Now, what can I do you for? Sure. Coming up. Rings a bell. There was a mid-boss who came here slumming every once in a while. She's not welcome here anymore, though. She can keep her hands up the other clientele. Gave her 2 passes, but she struck out on the 3rd. Her at the dirty dive. They're less picky with their customers. Yeah, you know, when the uppers come down here to sample the forbidden fruit. Fucking tourists, if you ask me. But I don't say no to their U-creds. The name says it all, doesn't it? It's not far from here. Your thing, friend. Just give a shout if you need something.
Goin here. Heard you delivered the package. Good to know you can be somewhat trusted, even if you sold out the White Corps.
You know what? We got giant cyber communities around. You know what? We got giant cyber communities.
Hey, did Frank send you in? Well, whatever. All good either way. Clearly, you're the one we've been looking for. See, we got this guy, an R-Trope, Manor Skeleton. Keeps tearing shit up every time he rolls on through here. And this dude, let me tell you, he's not like the others. He's bad news. Real bad. Like blowing shit up night after night. So we need him taken care of, if you know what I mean. Of course. Problem is, he actually hasn't technically broken the law. So that's where it gets a little tricky. I mean, you gotta toe the line. With those core guys, no bounty on his head, nothing we can do. You, on the other hand, if you were to bump into him somewhere, say, oh so accidentally, maybe pick a fight, well, who knows what might happen. So how about it? Oh, thank God. I was hoping you'd save this guy. He's got a kind of home base up by the edge. Head, look out though. He's chromed, major augs, and enhancements of the ass. So be ready to go all in on this one. And hey, you make the problem go away, who knows what you might get in return.
Okay. I need to go upstairs and go talk to you.
I'm Paolo, and you're lonely, I can tell. Buy me a kick? Thanks, hon. That's sweet of you. And here we were having such a good time. Why bring up that bitch? Alright. So, we used to go out for a while. She had you creds, used to brag about her crib up in A-Stack. Some penthouse dude dumped me like yesterday's trash when she started hanging out with the Quicks. Good riddance. AKA Blossom Hill. Fancy name for a sad fucking building. I hear the Quicks have the run of the place now. Not local, are you, hon? The Liquid Quicks? Pretty easy going unless you cross them. Can't see what the hell she saw in them. Tense flatliner named Trenning's leading them these days. You'll know her for sure. Thanks for the kick. And if you find her, tell her to go fuck herself.
Was it?
Come again? Sal sent you. He wants what? For a soup recipe. He's insane. Must be a damn tasty soup. Here, I fixed the key card. You can just waltz through the door. So better invite us over for some soup when it's done.
Weather at the pinnacle is still constant sun. Work hard.
So you finally figured it out yet? The innate superiority of the virtual over the real? No? Well, that's okay. Actually, hey man, can you do me a solid while you're out there? That's awesome, man. It means a lot. See, I want to experience the real physical world, but from the real world in real time. but done through full-on VR. Like, if you can go to these locations I picked out and place these VR cameras, and then call me with their built-in phones when you're done, then yeah, I think we can cook up something really cool here. Here, first one I want to see is real close. It's that junkyard where the Hortines do their thing, the worshiping. You know, the place with all the statues. I hear it's really something. Call me whenever you're done placing feet. I won't be here, but you can always reach me on the phone.
So is it up? I guess it's up on this one side. Uh-oh. Shit, I think the game froze. Hard cut it. Yes, I know you're not responding. Haha. I wonder how much damage was done. Young giant. Oh, did I lose all of that progress? No, I don't think so. Okay. Scared me for a minute.
Narrow box leash will be shot on sight. Same goes for the owner.
There he is. And right on time. Did you bring the... yes. It's all here. Fantastic. Now we can get the Carlins and everyone else in here, too. Maybe get a little diversity going on. I mean, the Larkians are fine and all, but I want to train everyone, you know? I want everyone to have the same shot at getting pumped, not just the big guys. Here you go. All yours. Maybe lifting's not your thing. That's fine. But this all should help you out. Get you pumped in no time.
Overclock. Nice. So check that out in a minute.
Dead relatives? Beware of augmentation. Do not find anything off my screen.
The cost of keeping your reckless actions off the grid is not insignificant. Bear this in mind when you kill indiscriminately.
Yeah, I know.
Quit Gang. Their position tacitly approved by Stat Boss Goin. The Turbo Vipers are contesting their claim. Gang warfare to be expected.
Okay. So, expect company, I guess.
You're the one who's been asking about Lania. You're lucky that backstabbing board owes me creds or you'd be stripped for ox and boards by now. Why do you want to know? Lania has a penthouse in his very stack. Has to make premium creds on that little side business of hers. I'd go up there and sell things myself, but we got our hands full with those Turbo Viper fucks. We had an arrangement. Now and then she'll need someone brought through the district without CorpSec being the wife, right? Or anyone else for that matter. So we'd use the yeast containers. Normally they go to the Ponic farms, but the specials went into storage. No clue what happened after that. She still owes us for the last transport. I didn't ask, she didn't tell. Sentience is all I can tell you. You could hear them moaning and mumbling in there. Don't fucking get me started. We're gonna flatline the lot of them if they don't back off. If you do find her, tell her the quicks don't forget.
Hey, wait a sec. Look like you can hold your own? Maybe. Fact is, we could use your help. Thing is, my boys, the Liquid Quicks, we're losing ground here. We've held this place for years, since our home. You know that phrase, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? Well, it's total bullshit. We got Air Rose, the Glittering Rose apartment complex to be precise, and they took it from us. We want it back. It's ours. There ain't no other building gonna do. So can you help us or what? See? I knew you were looking to tussle. The bad guys, yeah, that's right, I said it. The Turbo Vipers, they've been eating into here for some time now, mixing it up in our shit. We put up with it for a while because, you know, we was trying to keep the peace. Or at least that was the plan. Of course, it's like giving in to take a mile. So the next thing we know, they've taken over the Rose. Been our home for like a generation. Well, I say, Blossom Hills is our territory. And the Glittering Rose is our home. And ain't no one gonna tell us otherwise. We tried playing nice. And look where that glass. So now we're gonna lay down the law. And by we, I mean you. Get once, the turbos are all hauled up in the Glittering Rose as of right now. Easy enough to find. Head on over there and take care of business. Come back here when you're done.
Okay. That's fucking gorgeous.
Geometry data obsolete. Inhabited data non-existent. Area a known refuge for off-grids and breachers.
So, I need to toss a grenade in before I fucking go. I mean, it's okay though. This is they're at least my level, and probably some more. There's a lot. I'm getting there. Yeah, it's all gonna be bad. Alright, let's just go do this. No, I need the, hard. I mean, it might be above my level, for real. But I feel like I can take these guys. Just gotta get a clean log.
Low rank bounty detected. Accordingly.
Fuck! What the oh, yeah, the power fucking thing. I gotta take those motherfuckers out right quick. Did it? Yeah. Holy shit. Very high security in there. It's more their numbers than anything else. And I've got to get my number of rare components up. I may cut it here in a little bit, and I'm starting to get frustrated, and that's usually a bad sign. I've been playing for 2 hours. Well, no, more like an hour and a half. So, I guess suck it up, right? I knew there was one. And now, the even harder parts. Damn it. Do I have to clear this whole fucking section? Yes, I do. This may be a way of let's see. Ah, what level am I? 19. Alright, so actually, yeah, I'm fairly fucking tired, so I'm gonna cut this at here. I'm not supposed to. I mean, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit too fucking much for me. So what I'm gonna do is going to. Okay, so even if I have to get through here, but I think I need to do some side missions to get some levels. But we'll figure that out tomorrow evening, because I'm fucking tired. I'm getting frustrated, so. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm also on Discord quite a lot. Have a great night. Be safe. I'll see you in the next one.